Remember, the big picture is the eternal. Before I share the blueprint you can use to unlock your mind's power for greater productivity, success, and happiness, we need to start with one key principle. It's easy to treat mindfulness and meditation as just tools, steps on your path to getting what you want. And that's fine. But the real question is, do you even know what you truly want? Let's put it like this, even with the most powerful equipment in the world, if you don't know where you are going, your journey is meaningless. You'll just be spinning in circles, chasing your tail. The world existed before you. It exists now, and it will continue long after you're gone. You need to be at peace with that eternal truth. To really understand this, we need to look at how people have historically viewed the world and their place in it. Because with that understanding, your mind opens up and you start to see your true position in the bigger picture. Here's a core truth: everything works in duality. Did you know that? Everything, seen and unseen, exists in a system of opposites. You can't have black without white. You can't have empty without full. Up requires down. In needs out. This isn't just a clever mental trick. These dualities are at the heart of what gives life meaning and power. The Greeks understood part of this. Their philosophy was based on binaries, male and female, good and evil, light and dark. But the problem was, they focused only on the positive half of the equation. They elevated ideals like light, good, and form, and sidelined the opposites, darkness, disorder, the void. Yes, they saw the world in duality. But by ignoring the other side, they weakened the very power of that concept. In fact, the Western mindset has often treated the other side, the negative, the feminine, the unknown, as suspicious, weak, or dangerous. It's easy to celebrate strength, but harder to appreciate softness. We value light, but we're afraid of darkness. See how that works? Now compare that to the Eastern perspective, especially the Chinese concept of yin and yang. Look at the symbol. It doesn't just acknowledge duality, it embraces it. It shows how opposites are connected, complementary, and equally important. In Taoist thought, fullness would mean nothing without emptiness. One of the most powerful examples comes from the Tao Te Ching, the foundational text of Taoism. It talks about a pot. Most people think about the pot's size, its price, or what it's made of. But the Tao Te Ching points out that the empty space inside is what gives the pot its value. That's where you store things. A pot with no space inside is worthless. In other words, the void, the nothingness, is what gives meaning to somethingness. The Chinese understand that darkness isn't to be feared. Emptiness isn't a problem. It's about context, how all things work together. This is how you begin to see the big picture, how you begin to understand and embrace the power of the void. In the West, many people fear death. They fear endings. They hate when movies end. But here's the truth. Death is what gives life meaning. Think about it. If you knew you'd live forever, would you live with purpose? Would you be kind? Would you heal your past? Would you be compassionate? Probably not. Deadlines give us perspective. And that's the message of duality. Don't live your life only looking at the something, the things you can see, touch, hear, or taste. Also pay attention to the void. You can only sense it with your mind, but it's just as real. And it gives your life real power. And the key that unlocks all of this is focus.